Honor Club, where honor is real.
I'm going to be watching along with all of you as we watch one of my matches from 2005 when I won the Pure title, which up until that point was the biggest thing I've ever done in my career, not to take anything away from everything else that I've done before that, but this was a crowning moment for me. I can't remember any of this match, so this is going to be very interesting watching this along with you guys, because I can't remember any of it, so join me, please.
Fights his way out of it, manages to double leg Jay Lethal, going for the Rave Clash. That's a Styles Clash, come on. Look at Lethal climbing his way out of the ropes, getting out of the hole, beautifully done. Jumping DDT. And I thought that was it, Bauer. Not quite enough. Looked like he broke Jimmy's neck. What's Prince Nana doing? We've seen him do this in Jimmy Rave's last several matches. Oh, he took his sport coat off. He means business. Get him off the mic. This is just a distraction. Get him off the apron. Lethal's got him hooked with the dragon. The referee's not in position. Low blow by Jimmy. The referee did not see it. He was with Prince Nana. Rave after the low blow. Hits the Rave Clash. And it's all fundamental now. Rolls the man over. 1, 2, 3. How cheap is that? If Nana was not on the mic, the ref would not have been distracted, and Jimmy Rave would not have been able to get that low blow. Listen to Nana. He just keeps babbling on. Oh, enough of this.
You know what? The winning streak for the embassy has been unbelievable. We're going to play again like we played last night in Boston. Now the limousines everyone wants. And you see, Mr. Jenny, I'm trying to speak for everyone here. But I say, set the hole open.
Jimmy Rave, again, you're starting to see that frustration turn into desperation. He's signaling for the Rave Clash. If he hits this Rave Clash on that injured rib cage, it's all over. Now Lethal, beautifully done. He's got him hooked. Dragon suplex. He hit the dragon. Turns Rave over. The biggest victory in Jay Lethal's career. That's right, this was definitely the biggest victory of Jay Lethal's career, but you know what? He could beat it later on tonight. Later on tonight, Jay Lethal versus Jon Walters for the Pure title. Prince Nana is irate right now, but Jay Lethal will be getting that title shot.
Jay Lethal, since Nana is a smarter man than you, I've already spoken to my lawyers. My attorneys say, Jon Walters, you can have the match anytime you want. Would you like it now or later? Bianconè. That means right now.
Oh, what is this? Jon Walters shaking hands and then stopping the ring cage. Oh, what is this? The referee has to run back into the ring. What's it gonna take? Jon Walters definitely softened up, definitely in trouble. Jay Lethal still clutching at those ribs though. Here comes the dragon! Unable to get it. Oh, lung blower! All impact on the rib cage! A second lung blower! He's defeated many men with just one lung blower! A third one rattles the rib cage! What's he doing now? Rolling him into the ropes and grabbing the ropes for leverage! Totally legal since Lethal used all his rope breaks! Jon Walters retains! In as cheap of a fashion as you'll find. What a frustrating night.
you both understand fully. You each get 3 rope breaks to break up a pinfall or submission attempt. Once you use those 3 rope breaks, the ropes are in play for your opponent to use, but you cannot use those ropes to break a pinfall or submission. There's a strict 20 count on the floor. There'll be no close fist strikes to the face. On the first close fist, you'll be penalized a rope break. On the second one, first one you'll get a warning, and the second one you'll be penalized. And if you have no rope breaks left, you'll be disqualified. The pure title can change hands on a count out or a disqualification. And there's one more rule tonight. It's that Prince Nana in any seconds must leave the ringside area before this match starts.
We are ready for our pure title match. Nana and Jimmy Ray being ejected. What's Nana saying?
You fail to forget, as well as the rest of these idiots sitting in this area here, that Prince Nana has people in high places because I spoke to my lawyer myself. He's
lawyers.
Mr. Bobby Goldstein, and he told me that me and Jimmy Ray can stay and be in the corner of your
Come back here.
Mr. Jon Walters. So my friend, you're incorrect, and I will be staying at ringside with the pure champion to see him defeat this guy.
Alright, CM Punk has left the broadcast area. Prince Nana and Jimmy Ray saying the lawyers are letting him stay at ringside. And here's Punk. And look at Prince Nana and Jimmy Ray taking off. It looks like CM Punk chasing Prince Nana, hobbling on one leg. Oh, look at Jimmy Ray, he's so proud of himself. Jimmy Ray remaining in the corner of Jon Walters. Jon Walters said, here comes Punk again! Jimmy Ray, oh, look at Rave run! Rave taking off. Punk almost got him. Oh, Punk risking the safety of the fans. CM Punk chasing Jimmy Rave out the front door of the building. If only Punk wasn't on one leg. Well, it looks like that'll take care of Prince Nana and Jimmy Rave being in the corner of Jon Walters. And it's a good thing we got the revolving broadcast booth going tonight, because Dave Brazak, you're going to have to call this match with me.
I know Punk was scheduled to do commentary on this matchup, but he just left the building trying to get his hands on Jimmy Rave. Well, this is a good opportunity right here for Jay Lethal, going after the pure title of Jon Walters. Takes him over with a big hip toss. And a second right here. Man, Punk's lost his mind, man.
No doubt Punk chasing Jimmy Rave outside of the building. Jay Lethal, though, taking it to Jon Walters. We have to focus on this right now. Jay Lethal with one eye swelled shut from an attack earlier tonight from an unknown assailant. We are going to have to do an investigation and find out who attacked Jay Lethal. But I'm willing to bet it's someone either in the embassy or associated with the embassy trying to soften up Jay Lethal for this match.
Missile dropkick connects, but only 2. Yeah, you got to hand it to him just for even getting in that ring with that eye swollen shut. He's got about 50% of his vision, yet he's still doing battle in this ring. Big back body drop.
Jay Lethal showing a lot of heart and determination taking this match, but he is not going to let this opportunity at the pure title slip through his grasp as he is chasing Jon Walters. And don't forget, there is a 20 count on the outside in pure title matches, and the title can change hands on a count.
Jay Lethal with chops across the chest of Walters, ramming him face first in the edge of the ring.
Jay Lethal has been at war with the embassy ever since the Weekend of Thunder, when he embarrassed the embassy by slapping Prince Nana. Since that time, Prince Nana hired those weapons of mass destruction to take out Lethal. They all failed. Lethal almost winning the pure title in New Jersey at the kickoff of the first anniversary celebration week. Beautiful submission there from Lethal on Walters. This could be it.
He's got the legs tied up, he's got the arms stretched out. We could have a submission right here, but makes his way to the ropes. That's the first rope break right there for Jon Walters.
That's very big. Jon Walters using a rope break early in this match. giving Lethal an advantage right now. Of course, once you use up your 3 rope breaks, not only can the ropes no longer save you from a submission or pinfall attempt, but they are in play, and your opponent can use them to his advantage.
Shots to the midsection of Jay Lethal. Walters now. Back pap right over the shoulders with the chin breaker.
A definite turning point right there as Lethal had the advantage up until that high impact moment.
Down on the canvas now in a world of pain is Jay Lethal as Walters goes on the offensive. Shot right across the chest.
Vicious chops. John Walters looking very aggressive here. And you have to wonder, Dave, how the... Oh, we got a cover. No, just a 2 count. Another cover. But you have to wonder, Dave, is exactly... Maybe John Walters' game plan has been changed now that Prince Nana and Jimmy Rave aren't in his corner. He was prepared to wrestle this match with that support in his corner, and now he is without it.
You got to wonder if they factored in the possibility of CM Punk putting a stop to their shenanigans at ringside. But yes, he is going it alone and going to work on that eye of Lethal.
It definitely has to be a member of the embassy that did it to Jay Lethal.
Hooking him now for a vertical suplex, drops him down to the canvas. Walters with the cover, hooks that leg, but only gets 2.
Lethal came so close in New Jersey to winning that Pure title. Don't forget, though, he wrestled Jimmy Rave right before he had to wrestle John Walters. That definitely softened up the rib cage. John Walters took advantage of it and scored the victory with those lung blowers on Jay Lethal. Jay Lethal will look to hit that Dragon Suplex. He has pinned many people with that Dragon Suplex. He is looking to add John Walters to that list.
Looking for the crucifix right here, and he gets it. 1, 2, now. Rolls his shoulders off the canvas. Back to his feet, going for the Rana. Walters blocks the attempt, ties up the legs once again, and sits back with it. Putting lots of pressure on the back and the legs of Lethal, struggling to make his way to the ropes, and uses his first rope break of the matchup.
That's one thing about these matches is early in the match you might want to maybe endure a little pain of being in that submission a little bit longer if you can find a reversal out of the submission hold instead of using the rope breaks. But in the early going of this one, we have seen John Walters and Jay Lethal each go to the ropes right away.
Clubbing forearm down across the back of Lethal as Walters is in command of the matchup. Takes his time before going for the cover. You got to hook the leg, man.
Well, you notice when he went for that cover, he also drove his forearm into that eye of Jay Lethal. That eye is definitely going to be a factor in this match.
Big running clothesline in the corner, pulls him out. And just driving the bottom of his leg down across the throat of Lethal, drawing a warning from Todd Sinclair. Struggling to breathe in that ring right now, in addition to struggling to be able to even see what he's doing.
That could definitely affect Jay Lethal's peripheral vision. Lethal battling back. He's got the dragon hook.
Nope.
No, Walters holding on to the ropes. That is not a rope break because there's no submission or pin attempt. What's Walters doing here? Hoisting Lethal up. High impact connects.
Goes for the cover here, but no, Lethal able to kick out.
John Walters, he has been a proud Pure champion until he tainted that title reign by joining the Embassy. He won the belt against Doug Williams on August the 28th in a great match at Scramble Cage Melee. He had that memorable title defense against Nigel McGuinness at Glory by Honor 3. Things seemed to be going strong for John Walters. Then he joined the Embassy. He sold out. He took the money.
Gets the boot up into the face.
Oh, he's going for that lung blower. That's what won him the match. No, Lethal reverses out of it.
Takes the legs out from Walters, rolls him up, pinning predicament. No, Walters bridges up, gets his shoulders off the canvas, goes for the backslide now on Lethal. Only 2. Back to his feet, takes the legs out from Lethal, rolls into a pinning predicament himself. Lethal this time, bridging up and going for the backslide on Walters. 1, 2, now. Inside cradle this time. Wow, it looked like both men's shoulders might have been down on that attempt. This time Lethal rolls him up. 2. Only 2. Both men back to their feet. Walters rolls up Lethal. No, back and forth they go. Both back to their feet. Takes him out on that punch attempt, rolls him up.
Oh, hold on. John Walters did grab the ropes there.
That's at the referee's discretion.
That's a rope break.
The referee did count that as a rope break right there.
John Walters perhaps on instinct, grabbing the ropes, wasting a second rope break. He only has one left as both men are down.
John Sinclair applies the double count. Both men very weakened by this point in the matchup. And you never know where that brawl between Jimmy Rave and CM Punk might have gone. They could be in the locker room. You never know if the Embassy might even come out once again here to ringside during this matchup. Chop right across the chest of Lethal.
Lethal scraping the skin off John Walters with those vicious chops.
Blocks the hip toss attempt, takes him over with the arm drag. Both men back to their feet, takes him down with the elbow. Drop kick from Jay Lethal.
Jay Lethal, that eye is not slowing him down. He has been super aggressive in this match.
Ducks his head, gets kicked in the shoulder, connects with the kick. Jay Lethal in command right now. He's got a nice flurry of offense. See if he can follow up. Title on the line.
Lethal's feeling it. Will this be his night? He used to be known as Hydro and Special K. He used to be into that partying lifestyle. Got serious under the tutelage of Samoa Joe. And we saw him with great efforts last year, and he suffered losses to guys like CM Punk. He took Too Cold Scorpio to the limit. He took Loki to the limit, but suffered losses, but learned lessons. And we'll see if it all pays off tonight. Powerbomb, 2 counts.
Oh, so very close to a new pure champion right there. Only 2 with the powerbomb. Lethal needs to follow up right here. He's got Walters down. He attempted to go for that dragon suplex earlier. Can he go for it again?
Lethal, the backbreaker. Another one. Looks to be going for some sort of a submission. Yes, camel clutch.
Looking to wear out that back as well, putting pressure on the neck, softening him up maybe for that dragon suplex. Walters was able to successfully counter out of the attempt as soon as he locked in the full Nelson, working his way toward trying to earn his first title here in Ring of Honor.
What a year of growth it's been for Jay Lethal. It could only be topped off by winning a belt. And John Walters now, look at that, still holding on. Crosses the arms. Lung blower. He had 3 of these to beat Lethal in New Jersey. Of course, he had to use the ropes for leverage, which was legal because Lethal had used all his rope breaks, and he had a second one, Dave Prazak.
We see 3 right here, 3 lung blowers from John Walters. That could be it for Lethal right here. Goes for the cover. No, he kicks out.
The dream is not dead for Jay Lethal. Lethal, if he wasn't beat from that, what's it gonna take to beat him? I'm sensing title change. Could we see history tonight?
Places him on the top rope.
Oh, he could be going for a lung blower off the top.
Very dangerous position right here. He counters out of it and sends John Walters down to the canvas.
1, 2.
Cover! Not enough from Jay Lethal. Jay Lethal has to go for that dragon suplex. He's feeling it. These people in Philadelphia are behind him in this fast-paced pure title match.
Walters puts on the brakes, connects with the shot to the face.
He's going for more lung blowers. No, Lethal's gonna go for the dragon. Oh.
Countered once again. Connects with the lariat, turns him inside out. Lethal needs to follow up right here. He's just waiting for Walters to work his way back to his feet. He's got the crowd here in Philly behind him.